Yo, what's happening, baby? This is the Flaming Sword Musing, and I'm Musing. You know, this Kanye situation, it's kind of reminding me of like the things that was going on with DJ Vlad. You know, a couple of years ago, he had the situation. I call them test runs now. Actually, I'm actually leaning towards calling them test runs, where, you know, you had the situation with Lord Jamar and the situation with Michael Jai White. And, you know, basically these guys were two, you know, guys who were highly thought of in their fields. Lord Jamar, brand Nubian punks jump up to get beat down. Michael Jai White, Black Dynamite, why did I get married? You know, martial artist type of dude. So, Lord Jamar made a statement in a DJ Vlad interview that pretty much said white people were guests in the house of hip hop. And in the later interview, Vlad asked him to elaborate on that as far as like, do you think Eminem is a guest in the house of hip hop? And you know, Lord Jamar doubled down on his position. Michael Jai White said that he could beat Bruce Lee in a fight, based strictly off the strength that, you know, they're trained to the same level and he weighs like 25 pounds more. But the thing about it that irritated me about the stuff was that with both of these guys, they were pretty much irrefutable. And when they made the statements that they made, Vlad would go and just ask everybody, like in the case of Lord Jamar, he would just ask all the rappers, yo, what do you think about Lord Jamar's statement that Eminem is a guest in the house of hip hop? And, you know, sadly to me, a lot of artists took that as a reason and as a premise to, you know, refute this brother. Not only refute him to say, you know, this, that, and the other, but to, you know, knock his very credibility and relevance in the hip hop world. And a lot of people did that. You know, a lot of guys who, you know, really probably, you know, shouldn't have addressed his relevance in the hip hop game. They could agree or disagree. And then you have Michael Jai White. He said he could beat Bruce Lee. He would be able to beat Bruce Lee. You know, whatever, you know. And, you know, before that, he was highly thought of as well. And then next thing you know, DJ Vlad start asking people, yo, what you think about, you know, Michael Jai White saying that he could beat Bruce Lee in a fight? I feel like he thought it out pretty well. So, you know, his answer wasn't like, you know, to hell with Bruce Lee, he wasn't nobody. You know, he's a martial artist. He knew what he was talking about, and he addressed it from the perspective. And, you know, a lot of people took that as an opportunity to knock him too. And it's just like, now I'm considering those test runs because I see what's going on with Kanye right now, and it's just like, it's the same thing. You know, Kanye, you know, he said some things, you know, and getting to that, you know, it's really starting to work my nerves that, you know, because Nick Cannon said that blacks were Semites, and, you know, was brought to task for it, you know. Kanye West repeated, I know when Kanye West repeated what he said, that he knew they was gonna take him to task for it. I know that he knew that, because they went clean after Nick Cannon for saying that. But the thing about it is this, to me, like, you got the sex, money, murder Bloods in Philadelphia, right? They claim blood. How would it look if the Bloods in LA be like, oh, these cats say that they Bloods too. Sex, money, murder is anti-blood. Like, it don't make no sense. You know? How can, you know, a black man saying that black people are Semitics be anti-Semitic? You know, it seems pro-Semitic to me. So, What we need to do is take that cloak off and that cover off and really look at it and say, how is saying that black people or Jews anti-Semitic? You know, it seems like the anti is coming from the other side. It seems like the LA Bloods are saying sex, money, murder ain't Bloods, period. You know what I mean? It's like they saying don't associate yourselves with this Judaism thing, you know? But that's a whole nother conversation. I really just want to remark on the, you know, I saw with R. Kelly too. It's like they send out these lines and they tell people that a certain person ain't popular no more. And then next thing you know, you jump on the internet and everybody is following these lines and following these rhetorics. And, you know, you need to understand that, you know, that's puppetry at play. You know, if they feel like they could just come after Kanye or Nick Cannon or something like that for including themselves in the Jewish conversation, who's the anti-Semite? Who's the anti-anything? Who's the racist? You know, we need to understand that these people, these Zionists, we ain't even talking about Jews, we talking about Zionists. We got to understand them Zionists came from the same place that the Nazis came from. You know, just like we could say Crips and Bloods and all this stuff, people who grew up in gangbanging culture, it don't matter what side they on, they're of the same ilk. So, you know, they come from the same place. They grew up under the same psychology as the Nazis and all that. The only thing about it is that they didn't think that they were the cursed people. And they've been contesting that as Zionists. They're like, oh, we're not cursed because we're the original children of Hebrew or whatever it is that they say. But this Zionist movement is just as white supremacist as the Nazis. They're from the same place. I don't want to get into a lot of stuff, but they're from the same place. And they believe a lot of the same things. And they financed the Nazis even after, you know what I'm saying, Poland was invaded and all that. They never stopped financing the Nazis. But we're not going to get into all of that. You know, I ain't got a good enough following to get canceled yet. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I need about 10,000 followers before I get canceled. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get pushed out in front of a car and don't nobody know why I'm dead. So I ain't going to keep talking about all of that. But like I said, though, it's up to us to protect our peoples, man. We can't let, you know, other people tell us that our people are anti-Semitic or anti-gay or child molesters, and we just turn on them when they could count on our backing and support before. You know, us as black people, man, we got to quit being so fickle, man. This is our community. And, you know, we need to start being offended when people tell us how to treat our luminaries, man. I hope you guys have gotten something out of this. I'm still working on it. Once again, my name is Musing. Be blessings and be blessed. One.